Buckeye Talk video version from cleveland.com. Try the texts. Ryan Day has his team mad at Michigan in early August in the middle of a pandemic. But I'm going to read Dave Biddle's post, which again was behind a paywall, but has been screenshot by some people and put on the internet. And again, this is done. Dave Biddle said it's cool, so we appreciate Dave Biddle's reporting. And again, we want to make sure we're giving Bucknuts credit for this. There was a Big Ten coaches call this week. Ryan Day was talking. Jim Harbaugh interrupted him to say that Ohio State was violating the rules by having on-field instruction and drills, which are not permitted until you officially start preseason camp. This was while it was still the walkthrough phase. Harbaugh brought up Al Washington by name. Al Washington, of course, a former Michigan assistant, and mentioned a picture that surfaced with Washington working with some of the Buckeyes linebackers. Day fired back, quote, "How about I worry about my team and you worry about yours?" It's been reported elsewhere that Day also said to Harbaugh on the call that Michigan better hope that there's a mercy rule because Ohio State is going to hang 100 on you. However, Day did not say that on the call, but he did say those identical words during a team meeting, which took place not long after the call. He told his team that the conference better have a mercy rule or the Buckeyes are going to hang 100 points on the Wolverines. That is the Dave Biddle report. That is what everybody is buzzing about. And that is what Ryan Day certainly did not deny. He just no commented it.
Sometimes a no comment is a yes. And I feel like the way that he answered that definitely added some veracity to the report. Now, we have not independently confirmed that this incident happened. So
and we're not going to.
We're not going to. That's
not that we're not going to try, but I mean,
right.
Nobody's going to confirm. I mean, we might get some behind the scenes. I mean, I don't know. I can text.
But certainly nothing on the record that we're going to confirm as to whether or not this happened or not. I look forward to somebody asking Jim Harbaugh about it. That should be some high comedy.
So let me ask. So and people have theorized that when we then spoke to the Ohio State captains, I think that same day, Justin Fields saying, "I don't care when we play them. I just want to beat the brakes off of them." And Wyatt Davis jumping in and saying, "Yeah, I agree with Justin. We just want to beat the brakes off of them." It was like, that was a little bit extra juice for August talk about Michigan.
And especially extra juice for Justin Fields.
And so maybe this is why. Because there had been some juice relayed by Ryan Day. I don't think Jim Harbaugh is necessarily wrong to bring it up. And even to bring it up on a call to Ryan Day's face, even maybe in an attempt to call him out, to embarrass him, to try to get an edge, to try to be like, "Hey, we're the rivals. I've been here longer. You're the new guy. Hey, new guy, what's up with this?" And if Ryan Day can turn and flip that, Ohio State made the mistake, allegedly. And Ryan Day turns that into motivation for his team. That's some good coaching, brother.
Yeah, and I think it's one of those things where just from an optics standpoint, if you're Jim Harbaugh, it doesn't look great. It looks like you're kind of being a little bit petty when you can't beat this team on the field, and now you're trying to find some little a I that wasn't dotted, a T that wasn't crossed.
If it came out that Jim Harbaugh turned in Ohio State over this, isn't that worse? That's like almost like you told on us. I almost think it makes more sense to confront the person with it rather than being like a tattletale behind the back. If it's going to come out, I think this is better. But it feels like he did the thing that you would want to do, which is like, hey, cheater. Or I know he didn't say, "Hey, cheater," but that's his intent. His intent is to gain leverage, whether it's actual on-field leverage, whether it's psychological leverage, whatever. And it got reversed on him. Ryan Day did the reverse wrestling move. So I don't know that what Jim Harbaugh did was the wrong thing, but the way it's reported by Biddle, at least, and the way Ryan Day spun it to his team, and the spin matters more than what actually happened. Ryan Day turned it into a win. Justin Fields was mad. So I don't know now, is Jim Harbaugh going to be able to go to his team and say, "Well, there's Ohio State. They're breaking the rules to get an edge. Are you going to let that happen? We don't break the rules here. Ohio State's breaking the rules to get an edge. We have to work that much harder." That's what they do. We know how they operate. You think they're 5-0 against us? You think they're 5-0 the right way? You think they're 5-0 the wrong way? Let's beat them the Michigan way, the way Michigan men do it. We're not going to do that. When I called out Ryan Day, he told me to mind my own business. This is our business. We're in the business of beating Ohio State this year. If Ryan Day just did that to his team, if Jim Harbaugh can't do that to his own team, this is an L for Jim Harbaugh.